Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Movie Mania podcast. I'm your host, Alex Helmer, bringing you more sim-related content, to top 5 lists, to classic movie reviews, to our fan favorite Sim Wars episodes. We have everything here on the Movie Mania podcast. Now, today we have another episode of Who Would Win, where we discuss various matchups, like I stated before, and we're going to discuss who would win in said matchups. Now, I didn't come to you empty-handed. I have 2 guests with me. Nice.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Guy Knoll. I go to Woodrow Wilson High School, and I'm a huge comic book fan, so I'm ready for this.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I go to University of Central Florida. You can follow me at KK_reviews on Instagram or at Kazembe29 on Letterboxd. I love movies. I'm excited to be here and talk about, superheroes and comic book movies with you guys.
All right, great to have you. This is your first time on the podcast. Hopefully it won't be
I know.
On how this goes. Let's get started on our first matchup, shall we? Triple threat matchup. Martian Manhunter versus Doctor Strange versus Yoda. Guy, I'll start with you. Who do you think wins this fight?
Okay, so this one was really hard for me to think about when it comes down to it. But I would say, wait, are we counting the Infinity Stone and the Eye of Agamotto?
Yes. Oh,
okay.
Yes.
If we are counting that, Doctor Strange wins. Because Doctor Strange could, one, turn both of these guys into babies and then just,
I'm not sure it's that easy.
I mean, no, I don't think it's easy because Yoda has the Force and Martian Manhunter can phase through things. But it's still, I really thought hard about this because, and it really is surprising to me that Star Wars characters against superheroes usually win. I never thought about that, but I do believe that it is Doctor Strange because he is very powerful. He does have that stone, the Time Stone, and I do think he could defeat both Martian Manhunter and Yoda. Also, he does that thing where it creates those flame things, and Martian Manhunter's weakness is fire, so he pretty much
I forgot about that.
Takes him out. And then when it comes down to Yoda, he does while Yoda does have the Force, Doctor Strange still has the Time Stone. So essentially he could really just bring him back to kind of a less experienced Yoda, and then just boom, just like fatality.
I'm gonna go Yoda on this one.
What?
And yes, I'm gonna go Yoda. I didn't think it was very difficult, and one word, Force. I feel like the Force will be able to take care of Doctor Strange, and I feel like also Yoda has years of experience. Doctor Strange, despite being the Sorcerer Supreme, he's not as experienced as Yoda. And again, Yoda has the Force. He's also smaller. He's also more agile. And I think he'll be able to overcome any trick that the Eye of Agamotto throws at him. Kyle, what do you think?
Now, personally, I have to say I have to go with Guy. I think Doctor Strange has this one in the bag.
Exactly.
I honestly,
I
think it's honestly going to be an easy matchup for him.
What?
The Green Boys have it down. I'm just gonna be honest. Just solely go back to the first Doctor Strange movie. Just with Dormammu, I think he could just hold Yoda and Martian Manhunter in an infinite time loop until one of them has to give out. And I don't think Yoda would give out that easily. I think Martian Manhunter would be out easily. Given what Guy said, just fire. Fire would easily just defeat Martian Manhunter. Yoda and Doctor Strange is a real matchup. And I think Yoda has lots of endurance. He probably would be a very difficult opponent to defeat. But it all comes down if Yoda can actually use his abilities, use the Force to actually disable Doctor Strange. And I don't think he can. He also can look at infinite possibilities of what could happen, what Yoda could pull. We saw with Infinity War where he went through all the possibilities of all the ways it could end. So I think just through that aspect alone, Doctor Strange would beat everyone.
I didn't think about that he has pretty much, he can come up with multiple different scenarios and multiple different endings. So he could totally take down Yoda. I mean, that pretty much, he's helping. Thank you, Kyle.
This is the first time that I've been wrong on an episode before.
I'm so sorry.
It's not that okay. My ego has already been bruised today. Batgirl versus Black Widow. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. Black Widow versus Batgirl. So, Kyle, I'll start with you this time. What do you think? Who wins this fight?
Okay, this might be a controversial opinion, but I'm gonna go with Batgirl. The reason why is I think you can't underestimate Gordon's daughter's brilliance in terms of intelligence. I think she has a tech that Bruce Wayne has, and she has the brain to possibly outsmart Black Widow. Black Widow has lots of strength. She's a master spy and everything. She definitely could come up with something. Batgirl, on the other hand, I think just solely based off like the amount of weapons at her arsenal, as well as just like how actually smart she is, she could come up with a way to defeat Black Widow. Yeah.
Guy?
All right. Let me explain to you why you're wrong.
Okay.
Let me just break it down piece by piece by piece. Let's start with the origins. Barbara Gordon became Batgirl. I mean, she had somewhat of some acrobatic experience and she is intelligent. But let's just be real. Black Widow was trained in the Red Room, which is one of the most secret Russian agencies in comics there is, and it pretty much has trained her brain. She is essentially, her brain is like, she will not compromise on anything when it comes down to it. And she will scissor head the shit out of Batgirl, okay? She totally would. And then she'd fucking suffocate her and she fucking dies, okay? It's Black Widow. Black Widow would win, okay? Just saying.
All right, so now it comes down to me, how the tables have turned. Now, do I seek out... I can't really seek out revenge against one of you because you both voted against me last time. But I'm going to have to go with Guy on this one. I'm going to go Black Widow because Batgirl's kind of a joke to me. Like Guy said, like she's the daughter of a police commissioner, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh yeah, I want to fight crime.
I want to be Batgirl now.
Backstory ended. Her backstory sucks. It's
Yeah.
so
I
bad.
mean, no, but like I think her story as a whole is like really inspiring. I mean, you remember she became disabled, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. She became disabled, and
Black Widow had to sacrifice everything, her family, everything to become
a better fight. Black Widow.
Maybe I'm just like
that would be a better fight. That's how bad.
Maybe I just have like a heart for the paralyzed. I feel bad. Maybe I just
You know what? If the Joker came in and Black Widow was, hold on,
I simped too hard. I simped too hard. I know.
Let me just say something.
None of the Robins were officially broken by Joker. Like I guess Red Hood was.
Jason Todd.
How long did it take Batgirl?
Can I just say something? If the Joker walked in a room where Black Widow was in and he was about to shoot, Black Widow would fucking decapacitate him.
No, it's a lot more complicated than that because Joker plays a lot of mental games.
Well, that's true. She opened the door. She would fucking.
I do remember.
But it's in terms of the grand scheme of things, Joker can beat most superheroes in terms of just like outlasting mentally.
I mean, like fair toxin. Like Joker can like literally like make anyone. Yeah.
Like, with Joker, it's not about the one-on-one fight. It's more about the grand scheme of things.
The grand scheme, the entire mental.
Like his fight with Batman, it's not about like a fist fight or anything.
It's more of the build-up and the psychological background.
Exactly.
So okay, I'll give it that. Yeah.
But that's not the question at hand. I'm going, like I was saying, Black Widow beats Bat. How long is Batgirl actually Batgirl? Because before in a wheelchair.
That's fair.
Okay. I get it. I'll take the L.
I'm actually asking that. I actually don't know. How long was she Batgirl? That was
not very long.
I would give it like about 2 to 3 years. If you're thinking of like just the long run, but then she eventually becomes Batgirl again, because somehow she's figured out I don't know the newest comic logic, how she was able to overcome it. It's still Killing Joke is still canon, but I've been very confused how she was able to walk again. I may do some research on that, but she was only Batgirl for the first time for relatively 1 to 2 years.
So let's get our final matchup. Of course, it is going to be Batman versus Black Panther and Daredevil.
This is hard.
And I wanted to come up with a tough Batman match, and it's really difficult to do that because most individuals in a one-on-one fight. So I thought the way it would become more fair is to
take a look at this.
Him face 50% more. So
bust out the Black Panther comic.
I'm just reading. I just want to see if I can find any advantages right here. I think I just like honestly.
Kyle, what do you think? Who wins this fight?
Batman. And okay, the reason being is, let's see what he has. Okay, he's fighting a blind guy, and he's fighting a guy
that's so
who thinks.
disrespectful. Daredevil is so much more
No,
than a
because
blind guy.
all of his senses are raised up to the max as soon as he was blinded.
Okay.
Ugh, I can't.
No,
That was-
I'm gonna.
That was
tell
a
him the
bad
blind
argument.
guy. Fighting a blind guy and a guy that thinks he's a cat. Okay. No, Batman easily wins. Easily wins. I think he has so much at his arsenal that he could just use to actually defeat these guys. Like, I'm thinking about it right now, and Daredevil has incredible senses, but Batman, there's nothing I can think that Daredevil can do that Batman can't match.
He can film a 12-minute hallway scene and look fucking cool. That's what he can do. That's not to make Daredevil.
Depending on what Batman variation you go off of, like recently in the comics, at least I've heard, officially his superpowers heightened senses. At least that's what people say. And so, guess who else has heightened senses? Daredevil. And I'm not too familiar with Black Panther's powers outside of what they've shown in the MCU. I'm not too familiar with the character. Same with Daredevil in the comics, really.
Like, I think what it comes down to is, can Batman find a way to defeat vibranium? Because like the vibranium suit is going to be the big hard.
So I have a question for this argument.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'll ask it after you use your argument because like
the vibranium suit is going to be the big troublesome thing for Batman, and I feel like he can find a way around it. Whether it be through just pure manpower or just using like just driving him over with like the Batmobile or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't go. That would be way too easy. I'm not sure.
I
got ran over, fight over.
I have a question for the argument. Can we use Black King T'Challa's status in Wakanda as a piece of the argument?
What?
Is that allowed? Are we allowed to use the army of Wakanda?
What? That's a stupid question.
Are we? Okay, fine.
Black Panther and Daredevil plus Black Panther's army? Are you kidding me? What kind of question is
that? Are we allowed to use?
That is fair.
Seriously, asking me questions like that.
You're right. That was a dumb question.
If you let us use Batmite and Robin and everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. You might as well just throw in, I don't know, Foggy. And
that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But if you throw them in, he'd still win. Black Panther. I mean, look. All right, I'm gonna go with, because you guys have made some good points. I'm gonna go with Batman. I want to go with Batman, and the reason why I want to go with Batman is because Batman, I think, actually could take out the I think he could figure out ways to take down the vibranium suit. If I recall correctly, there's an easy weakness within the suit, and it's sound waves, which is why Ulysses Claw is a formidable foe to Black Panther. So Batman has a sound wave gun. So I do think he could take out the suit. If I remember correctly, I think Batman would win. As great and agile as Black Panther is, as intelligent as he is, Batman is smarter. Batman has more tech. Black Panther has a cat suit. And while you can argue, well, Batman has a bat suit, Batman has gadgets, tons of them. So I believe that Batman would win.
So I'm just going to throw out one more matchup. Just say your answers. Don't talk. Just quick explanation, just because I just thought of the trailer for this movie. I wanted to get it kind of integrated.
Oh boy, Mortal Kombat versus Star Wars.
Because Sub-Zero, honestly, is my favorite character in the Mortal Kombat franchise, and that's really only because he was the only player I was good with. And,
mine was Scorpion.
Oh, damn, you're another Scorpion guy. Ugh.
I know.
I like that too.
I actually played Injustice more than Mortal Kombat, but I was a huge fan of Injustice, and I got the DLC.
Oh yeah, I got that too.
Sub-Zero, and I was just wiping out people left and right because Sub-Zero. I mean, his attacks are just so spammy and fun. But I'm not too familiar. Well, actually, I am with Scorpion because he's my nemesis. So that makes him my nemesis. But who do you think wins this fight?
So you go first. Which way?
Me? Okay.
Yeah, this is the correct pointing way.
Okay. I'm leaning towards Sub-Zero. And I know. I never thought. I don't think Darth Vader is like probably one of the strongest characters in like any canon ever. But Sub-Zero, like I've played every Mortal Kombat game, all 11 of them. Sub-Zero has like a huge arsenal.
So you're a huge fan of the franchise, right?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, I'm excited for the movie. I'm probably gonna see it in theaters.
Did you like the 90s version?
No, not
earlier on the show, and everyone was just like, they're like, you know what? It's a bad movie, but it's fun.
For the most part, no, I do not. I like it for memes. I don't like it for like actual content.
I love the song.
But yeah, I feel like Sub-Zero, like some of his powers, like like he's like frozen like entire like stadiums before, like within like a second. Sub-Zero could probably, I think if Sub-Zero like puts his entire power together, he could probably freeze over the entire Death Star with like less than a minute. I think it could go either way, but I think it comes down to if Darth Vader has enough reaction time to stop Sub-Zero, which we've seen in the Star Wars, like like he can like just stop like blasts like from coming at him. It's definitely a hard matchup. I'm gonna say Sub-Zero. You guys might change my mind though.
What do you think?
Let me explain to you what you are wrong. All right, here's why Darth Vader would be Sub-Zero. Okay, I'm only using Helmer's argument on this. We were not very fair with the Force in the first round. I still think Doctor Strange would win, but I think Darth Vader would win here. Okay, yes, he has ice powers, but Darth Vader could literally just fucking stop him. Just go like, he literally himself is frozen. He could force choke him and kill him.
It also depends on where the battle is.
That's fair.
Like if obviously it's near water, we know who wins. But let's just assume it's in like an empty, like just a room.
Stadium.
Just a room.
Just a room. Darth Vader.
It's like a room.
Okay, Darth Vader.
I think in any enclosed space. I actually think if it's in a room, like I think if it's in an enclosed space, Sub-Zero has a better chance of winning. I don't know what you guys are talking about because like he can literally just like freeze the ground. Darth Vader can't move. Like both of them can immobilize each other. But like it's gonna be a stalemate, or Sub-Zero is gonna win.
No, I mean I disagree. I think Darth Vader. The thing about it is he also can technically somewhat freeze a person with the Force, and he can force choke him. He can literally flip him around. Unless there's a water cooler in the room, then Darth Vader's fucked. But like other than that, I really believe that my boy would win. I really think.
Do we know how much time it takes for Darth Vader to force choke somebody? Because like
it takes a second.
No, it takes much longer than that. It takes
but like he literally goes like this.
At least 10 seconds for him to fully choke him to death. Sub-Zero can fully freeze Darth Vader within a second. It doesn't freeze Darth Vader in a second.
I'm actually not too sure about.
Have you watched? Let me just use an argument because Kylo Ren also has Force powers. Let me just use an argument. He literally froze Rey in mid-motion.
Does Darth Vader have that power though?
He does.
I thought it was implied in the sequel trilogy that power kind of evolved as time went by. Like for example, Rey had stupid powers that other Jedi.
That trilogy is offensive.
If Darth Vader had the power,
then why are you using it in an argument if it's offensive?
Well, I'm using it in the argument because I would like to think that I really do believe that it was always the Force had the same capabilities. I don't think there's some sort of
issue is that Darth Vader had those capabilities. Could he unlock those powers to fight Sub-Zero?
I mean,
and I think the honest truth is Sub-Zero would have I think it's a very even matchup, but I think Sub-Zero would have the slight advantage. It comes to whoever can immobilize the other person first, because whoever immobilizes him first will win within a second.
I just disagree.
If he freezes the ground, like you said,
I guess
what do you do?
I mean, are we gonna?
It's very difficult to imagine.
It's tough because how does this fight start in the first place? Like, how exactly? Who makes?
No, because like at first, like I was thinking something similar to like a Rogue One situation where like a hallway, like where like it's an open area, and I was like, okay, I think Darth Vader might have like a slight advantage here. But then when you said it was an enclosed space, I'm like thinking, no, there's no way. Sub-Zero would absolutely destroy Darth Vader in an enclosed space.
I mean, he was in, like, this is tough because in the end, this fight really depends on who makes the first move. Mm-hmm. Whoever makes the first move in this fight wins really quickly. So it's really, this is very tough.
His ability to force choke Sub-Zero in whatever amount of time it takes, and whatever Sub-Zero is able to throw to him in that time, Darth Vader can easily block with his lightsaber, because if he can block laser blasts that continually
freeze.
Icicles that are thrown at him as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think
again, Darth Vader's Anakin Skywalker, literally the most powerful Jedi to ever live, the most powerful character,
and the biggest emo bitch in the franchise. But I still think,
get out of here, Ray.
I still think he would win because he has a lightsaber, he has the Force,
and I think Anakin Skywalker easily defeats Sub-Zero. And if that happens, I feel like Darth Vader, especially early Darth Vader, not when he became a little.
Are we talking about Darth Vader in his prime, like Rogue One?
In his prime.
Good. If we're talking about Vader wins.
I'm going to go Darth Vader.
Vader wins.
Tough matchup. Great argument, guys. Great argument.
Thank you.
We're going to go 2-1. Darth Vader beats Sub-Zero, but great argument on both sides.
This was a tough one.
That is going to end the episode. I hope you all enjoyed. So, Kyle, where can everyone find you?
KK Reviews, KK_reviews on Instagram. Thanks for following. Thanks for having me on the podcast, guys. I enjoyed it.
All right. Addict_Lego Figs, where I make all kinds of Lego figures of your favorite characters, DC, Marvel, Star Wars alike. And I also just opened up a YouTube channel, which is also Addict_Lego Figs. And you can find me on Letterboxd as Jewbaka360.
And then you can find us on Instagram. Follow us on the channel on Instagram. And then please like the video, subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notified on all our latest and related content. Thank you for watching. Ciao.